Alright, so we got an SiR lip. Installing it today because it's actually pretty nice out. I mean, it's cold as fuck still, but the sun's out. And yeah, we're gonna toss this on. Should be pretty easy. It just mounts from underneath. Hopefully. We're gonna find out what I need to do. But I'm gonna get a before and after photos real quick. And then we're gonna install this. Alright guys, so we got the lip on. I basically got a Amazon kit of these style clips holding up the lip, and then I took 2 screws on each corner of the bumper and just zapped them in because there were a few gaps on the lip. So to fix that, we just use a self tapper and zip them on and close the gaps really well. It looks really good. So yeah, I got this lip for about 40 bucks from the homie Ben, because he got a different style lip on his car and he wasn't using this, so I picked this up off of him. And dude, this little lip piece just changed the whole front end of the car. It just looks way better now, in my opinion. But gotta put the 2 screws on the side back in. I'm not gonna put the bolts underneath the bumper because it's just, if I need to take off the bumper, I would have to crawl back under the car and take those bolts out. So I'm gonna leave those out and keep the screws on the side in. And yeah, I'm gonna finish this up and then take some pictures, and then I'll pick up the camera and record again, just to give you guys a better look with my shadow and not in the way. Man, this lip looks good, so good. All right guys, so we are back outside working on the sedan. Just fixing little things here and there. Like, I want to fix this, so we better pull out the whole armrest and then try to pull this back so the button's, you know, visible. But we finally got this situation figured out. Okay, now, even though I fixed it, I don't recommend running this fucking hub. It's just a pain in the ass to work with. But basically, so this is a really cheap hub. I got this from eBay through Bulb Boost Performance. You know, really good rating. Bulb Boost Performance has some pretty decent parts, I would say. But being this hub is very cheap, and I wouldn't recommend it. But I do have a JDM hub coming from Japan. It's an HKB hub that will be coming in, I don't know, whenever it gets shipped to the warehouse, and then I could get it shipped here. But this is a Bulb Boost Performance hub. It's $20, very cheap. It is aluminum, like really cheaply made. Now the issue I was having was that when I was doing this, I could wiggle the steering wheel in between the hub. I put the stock steering wheel back on just to see, like, you know, what the hell is going on, why is it doing that. And soon to come find out why it's doing that, it's because this hub, it is not long enough. So it was sitting inside too far where the nut wouldn't like hold down the hub basically, and that's why I was moving so much. So I found a washer. I don't recommend this to anybody, okay? I'm doing it just because I want to drive this thing, and it's sturdy enough to me where it shouldn't break. But if I do get in an accident with this thing is gonna shear into pieces, but the steering wheel will probably be still solid because this is a real steering wheel. But this hub, I don't have much trust in this hub. But basically added a spacer right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's probably like less than 5 mil. It's like point something mil spacer, because what's happening with this cheap ass hub is that it's not long enough where it'll like stop the hub from pushing in, and basically it'll just go all the way in, and then when you tighten the bolt, there's not enough threads for the bolt to hold down the hub, and that's why it's wiggling, you know, back and forth that you guys saw before. Now it's solid. I wouldn't really yank on this because, like I said, this is a very cheap hub and I don't completely trust this hub. But as of right now, after adding the spacer, putting the bolt back on, it is pretty solid. If you want to be safe, you could torque this down. I just ran the gun on it. This does have power steering, so I'm not too worried about this. It's really easy to turn in this vehicle. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend renting this hub. I'll order HKB, Momo, you know, fucking NRG, like any better brand than that. But HKB is a pretty good brand. You can find it for cheap, especially if you could get it in Japan. They're about 20 bucks in Japan right now, and then shipping costs would probably be like 15 to 20 bucks. So you're spending about half price of what people are pricing it down here, and they're doing like a 50%, you know, profit on them. So or they're making profit regardless. It's just they're probably making like $50 more on profit, more than likely, when it comes to the States. But yeah, I do recommend on getting an HKB hub instead of doing this. But I just wanted to show you guys that I got this fixed and that I can drive this now. I'm more confident. It's not wobbling no more, as you guys can see. Like, I could do this and it was fucking shaking around. We fixed it by adding a spacer because the hub is not long enough to basically let the bolt hold down the hub. Add a little spacer in there, now it's holding and it's solid now. So right now we about to work on this armrest. I'm gonna show you guys what you need to do if this ever happens. Basically, this whole boot slides in and out. I'm gonna try to slide it back on, and if it fixes it, I'll show you guys if it does. And then there's 4 bolts. There's 2 up front, 2 in the back right here. So I'm gonna get started on that and get this all figured out and see what the hell we need to do to fix this. And then I'm probably gonna clean up in here, and then I might drive around the block real quick because it's really nice out right now. If you guys can't tell, it's really nice out. I'm just taking in the vitamin D. Pause. But we haven't seen sun in a really long time, and today's weather is really nice. All right, we're gonna do a little quick update of everything we've done today. SiR lip is on. We fixed this battery positive post. It was super bent and out of whack, and it was max tight, so kind of bend it back together, made it this more straight, so it was actually forcing down on the battery. Get the positive cover back on, so that looks really nice. Just check the oil. Oil is still the same level as when I did the oil change last time. This could be pushed back in if I had the grommet there, but I do not. Just a little quick update. We bought this. There's an OEM part right here. This is basically a hood prop clip that holds the hood prop in the engine bay, so that looks really nice. I also have some silver zinc bolts that I could replace along right here if I really wanted to. I'm not exactly too sure if I'm gonna do that or not. I could probably get rid of this since we have a Momo wheel in here now. If I were to have this running again, I would have to custom make some harness and some wires to get this going. What else? With everything that we've done so far, we also fixed the interior a little bit. We got the e-brake where it needs to be now, right back into position. I basically took this out and just started squeezing down on this and pulling it down. Now I have the button again, which is really nice. Got extra hardware now. Everything's back though. And then we also fixed this, which I'm kind of still worried about, but I'm happy that it's solid now and that we have power steering in this, so I won't be cranking as hard on this. But I'm gonna leave the horn off just to look over this, so I might leave the horn in my armrest or something, but I'm gonna just leave the horn off for now until I get some miles in here. And then I also broke this, so I need to new this part, and to replace this part I have to take everything out of here and then unbolt this and then replace this. So but basically this is just for my windshield wipers to turn on and off, and then the sprayer, which I'm probably not going to be using as much. I'm just going to be using the wipers. More than likely I'm probably going to be using like Rain-X over here. But yeah, everything's solid, I think. I'm just super scared of this just because last time we installed it, it has a lot of play, and the way that we fixed it is just a spacer. So basically it's more clamping force on the hub, because before this hub is it was way too short, that when the bolt was trying to clamp the hub onto the spindle, it just wasn't enough. So spacer helped that out a lot. I also tightened that down. I could torque it down if I really wanted to, but we'll see. I have to put some miles on here before I go back and touch this up again. That's why I'm not putting the horn back in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Fix the armrest. That's all good. Steering wheel's all good now. This hood latch is pretty good. I mean, I can open the hood now with this. I just wish that the Allen keys for this was a lot better. I rounded them out like really fast. Like literally I put them on and they're rounded out already. So I mean, it doesn't move, it does its job. So as long as it keeps doing that and doesn't fall off one day when I need to open the hood, I'm fine with it. And then right now the car just needs a vacuuming. This carpet is disgusting. Just really need a detail. But before I detail this, I really want to swap out this driver's seat, or at least learn how to sew. I think if I learn how to sew, it'll look pretty decent. There's only that spot right there and this spot right here, so I might just sew this up. You know, get some, I don't know, some sort of cloth that looks like this, and then just sew it back up together, and then sew down there so it doesn't look ripped. But besides that, this is looking good. I'm about to give it a start. It's been a while since I started this car. I can find my keys and see how everything is going. We got the check engine light to clear it out. For some reason, it was pinging for misfire. I don't know why though, because nothing should be misfiring in this car. It rolled healthy on the way back, so I'm not exactly sure why it misfired, but let's start it up. And then lately, my RPM's been doing this shit. So I'm hoping my dizzy's not going out, or something with the wire, because if your RPM's tweaking out like that, it relates to the distributor or some sort of wiring that goes to the distributor, especially like the RPM one. But like, look how easy this thing is turning now. No wiggles here now. Shit. But yeah, I'm scared of this, because that would mean that my distributor is failing, or one part of the components in the distributor is failing. But last time I let this thing idled, it corrected itself, so I'm not exactly sure. So I'm gonna just let this thing warm up. I might drive around the block. I have got a schedule, or I got an appointment for this to get registered in about a month. That's so far back right now that it's about a month. So I got it insured. I might start driving around here shortly. You'll see. But let's see if my sprayers don't work. This wiper is fucked. I need to replace this so bad. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.